a lot of it gets lost in translation between the two because people think certain things are obvious solutions when in reality they aren't, and then the actual easy solutions people just kind of just overlook because they want to argue about all the other shit.
Thanks.
Gambling is very addictive, bro. Everything is addictive. You can get addicted to every food, every drink, every fucking activity. You get addicted to everything. There's a lot of things that can ruin your life. If you think there isn't, you're trolling. You're actively making a decision every time, like with this kind of stuff. With gambling and stuff like that, you're choosing to do it. Once you get addicted, you're fucked. It becomes an illness of whatever kind you want it to be. But like, if you're gonna actively choose to do these things, it is what it is.
I'll be having that, thank you.
I don't think many people do. That's what I'm saying, Riley. I don't think many people like it should be way harder to get a gun. Like that's obvious. But it gets lost in translation when people pretend to live in this fantasy world where all guns are going to get taken in the US. Like that's just never, it's never going to happen because of what the country was built on. That's just not going to happen. It's not a realistic option solution. It's never going to fucking happen. And that's what everyone starts arguing about. Like all the people that start baby raging on social media, that's what they're going to, no more guns. Like it's literally just not going to happen.
Goodbye.
It's literally not going to happen.
No sense in running.
My stance on the guns, it should be ridiculously difficult to get a hold of a gun. I've got like 10. It takes 15 minutes to get a gun right now.
Your left tower is under attack.
Literally, it takes 15 minutes. I can go to a gun show, I can go wherever. I mean, there's even private selling, but you can get a gun in 15 minutes. There should be classes involved. It should be like a really in-depth, intrusive driver's license to get a gun.
Retreat.
It should take a long time for them to go through, you know, checking as much as they can. You should probably have to go through some kind of interview process. There's no reason not to, other than the fact that it costs money.
Your right tower is under attack.
Common sense is not allowed. Are you talking about like little kids? Because most of this is like, you know, older teenagers getting a hold of this shit. Okay. Why are they baby raging? I'm gonna go gank your lane. Because you realize like your person that has a gun for a purpose, when people have guns, they store them around the house for security and safety. Like, not in obvious places, but they're not going to be locked up. The idea, like 99% of the time, is that if something happens, like you have many scenarios that you have played out, you can get access to that gun.
Enemies have returned to base.
Now, if you get to a point where you're being like more specific, right? You're like, if there's a, you know, there's a person in the house below a certain age or a person in the house who doesn't have a license, then they have to be locked up. Sure, but the only thing that changes is people won't care until, you know, something crazy happens and then they have to pay for it. Like you're not gonna be able to check that, you know what I mean? So that won't actually impact anything. Other than the fact that there's consequences at the end of the road when you don't. I mean, a vault door room is not going to keep you alive if someone breaks in your house and you want that weapon for security. That's where people get super lost. That's like when you go through training and shit, basic training, or like if you go through like home security, that's one of the things that they'll teach you is you have to be prepared. You have to be prepared to be unprepared, basically. So having your shit in a safe is not going to keep you safe.
Attack! Falling back! Enemy spotted!
Yeah, you should be safe in school. You're right. They should be making it very fucking difficult. So these things become less common and just not happening at all, hopefully. And then you won't be worried about it. But when people only have a one-way thought process, it just nothing happens. No change comes.
Your left tower is under attack.
Erendite. Let's try Erendite this game. You have an AR, you're saying it's for home defense, you're brain dead? Nah, Wookie, that's a pretty dumb take. That's a very uneducated take. An AR is way easier to control and aim, and actually can end up being a lot safer than other guns. Like very, very easy. And then people will be like, well, just get a shotgun. Your shotgun's not just gonna stop somebody, guaranteed. It's not the same process. And you act like the type of gun is the problem too. That's where even more ignorance comes in, bro. You do the same damage with a handgun that you're gonna do with an AR, so I don't know why that's even part of the topic. It's just stupid.
Steps right inside the arc for a two-pointer.
It's going to be okay.
Yo, another one?
Like if you're talking about attacks and stuff, but it's way easier to use for home defense. Most people bring up ARs because they think they're automatic too, which is like you've already exited the conversation at that point. Pistols are hard to shoot. You're correct. It's much easier to shoot an AR than a pistol when you're talking about home defense. Especially when I think of an AR for home defense, I think of like my wife being able to grab an AR, get behind a bed, you know, sit there with it with something like in front of her and behind her and just easily aim at a door versus, you know, trying to fumble around a handgun and do the same thing at a distance. Yeah, most people do think AR stands for assault rifle. That's where the ignorance comes in, and that's why that's a big reason that no change comes, is because the people that get the most into the argument don't have the base information to even, you know, be part of the conversation. Yo, you better kill his ass. No, you didn't kill him? You didn't kill him? No, Dr. Disrespect. Is that his on my team? It is. This is crazy to a British mind. Yeah, of course it is. In Britain, isn't it common for you guys to have like knives and shit and like machetes for home defense?
Enemy missing right is under attack.
You're more likely to have an accident within your own family with a gun in the house than you are to have a break-in, though? Is that like actual statistics? 'Cause I feel like that's complete bullshit. You're telling me there's more accidental shootings in homes that have a gun than there are break-ins in houses in a year? That just doesn't seem realistic. That seems almost impossible. You have strict laws on matching intruders. What is matching intruders? Is that like how you can defend yourself?
Attack!
I think there's more to it too. Like, let's say your stats correct, right? Even though I feel like you made that up. Let's say there are tons of in-home. That just comes down to the people in the house not being educated and it being too easy to get a hold of guns.
The enemy has fully powered their
Like someone that takes a year to get, you know, some kind of, you know, I have a license to own a weapon. And then extending that if there's other people that are in the home that have to have some kind of training, like that's different. Like my son is going to get trained and learn how to shoot very young. Whatever rules are in place and change, that won't change anything. You'll still be educated. That's one thing I wish, like when I was younger, I learned, because once you understand them, it becomes a lot different. Like having that education changes the way you look and understand things. It makes you maybe not less scared, but you know, you understand more. You don't have to be afraid of the unknown. What the fuck? I have a ward here? Oh my gosh, bro. How's this guy's fucking shit up still?
Okay, your right tower is under attack.
This is so dumb.
Tower is under attack. Your left tower.
They have like a million wards out here. Oh no, my Rama's 0-4. This one's probably over. They already seems to be big no matter what. You buy shotguns in the UK, but you cannot tell anyone in the home the whereabouts of the weapon. Okay, but how do they check that? Like, I feel like that's bullshit. I feel like there's no world where you buy that and you don't tell, you know, your wife or your significant other, whatever. Here is where our home security is in case I'm not home. Bonus patch, I think, is next Tuesday.
I'm building stacks.
They don't check it. Yeah, I mean, how would they? That's what I'm saying.
This is a great victory, but don't let your pride get the best of us.
Take right lane.
Smite source be updated? Yeah, it'll be updated here soon. I'm just been sick this week. So if I'm not playing or working, like doing shit, then I'm fucking laying around. Oh, baby. Okay. Yeah, I'm not chasing that. Sorry, pal.
I never miss my target.
See
Who can
ya.
stop the kid? Unstoppable.
Your middle tower has been destroyed.
Let's go XC, I guess.
Tower is under attack.
Like Frostbound on them? No. I think Frostbound's a pretty shit item in general, to be honest. I'm here, bud. Kill him. Turn on him. Turn on. Nice job.
All that meant. We're stepping that right here.
I'll go one more wave. You can't consider self-defense only by reasonable force. Stabbing someone who is a blunt object sometimes considered too far. I mean, there's rules like that in America. Like there's laws based on how you're supposed to be able to react and when you can do certain things and shit like that. But I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really care where I am. I'd rather, you know, deal with the consequences afterwards than worry about specific laws and shit. If you're talking about in terms of like fearing for my life or other people's lives. I'd rather spend a lot of money on a really good lawyer than, you know, have anything else be a potential outcome.
Retreat left lane.
Justice may be blind, but it is not foolish.
Do I own a gun? I own a lot of guns.
As someone who owns a few guns, I have no problem with making the process to buy one harder and longer. I don't like the bans on specific guns or attachments for guns.
I mean, attachments, the attachments that are, you know, scary and changing most of them should be banned. Let's be realistic here. Once we're talking about like making guns automatic and shit, there's no reason for that shit. Like silencers take forever to get a license for. I agree with you. It should be really fucking difficult. I think most, you know, people with a brain think it should be a process to get a weapon, to own a gun. Like if you really want it for safety and security, you'll, you know, do everything you have to do over the course of a year to be able to have one, if that's your real reason for it. And there's no world where you wouldn't. All right, we kill this guy. Oh, we kill this guy too. Oh, I can't see it. I'm gonna die.
Why did you save him?
Close call.
Dude, getting a gun is so easy. It's 15 minutes. No matter where you are, it's 15 minutes. You fill out some paperwork. It's really basic paperwork. They run a check. I don't even know what that check entails. And then when it passes, you're allowed to take it. Honestly, it takes longer to get anything done at the DMV than it does to go in and buy a weapon. I go.
3 years before I know it.
Your left tower is under attack.
Actually, get a buff is just cheap. It runs you through the FBI database, see if you're any lists. That's the whole check. See that? I mean, really, what else could you expect? So that was kind of stupid of me to say, but like that's sad that that's all it is. You show up on any lists? Nope. All right, here you go.
Your left tower is under attack. Enemy missing.
They did make it harder to get a concealed carry in Virginia, at least. I don't know about other places. It's not much harder, but you have to go through like licensed classes rather than anything online or anything, which is you know, I don't have a problem with it because I want to get my concealed here this year. Bro, how am I by myself? Like, where are you fucking kids? Not like, how are you not playing the game? I'm just 1v2 over here. I'm glad Fafnir is like actually good at the game. Where the fuck is everyone else?
Your right tower is under
With
attack.
this, I will seek vengeance.
How separate is each state in the regulations? I'm sure they're very. I can't imagine there's very much consistency between state to state. I mean, Texas, you have like nothing. In Virginia, you also, if you concealed carry means your weapon is concealed. People don't know you have one, right? You can open carry in Virginia. If you just have it out and about where everyone can see it, you're allowed to do that. You don't need anything for that.
My blade! Attack!
Would you get a super big holster? I have a concealed carry like holster.
One of the good guys got killed?
It's not super big. It's pretty small.
That's a double kill.
Your team has destroyed a left enemy tower.
What's up, Recon?
Your right
Yes, sir. Yeah, dude. Honestly, when I first started playing Smite, looking through streams and finding builds was one of the most annoying things. Which is why I always wanted to make access to builds not the fucking hardest thing in the world. What could you carry? Whatever you want. You can literally walk around with a fucking rifle. Like on your chest. Nowadays, it ends up causing problems pretty quick because people call the cops and then the cops feel the need, like they want to get the information so they feel like everyone's safe. But legally, they can't stop you. Yeah, Smite Fire? Yeah, okay. I literally never used that website, not once. Never went to it a single time.
Your right tower is under attack.
Why are casual conquest queues so long right now? What? What's the queue time? Uproar, thank you for the 11 months. Brad, thank you for the 26 months. I love you guys. Are we killing? Which one of my kins right now? He would die so fast. Kill this guy.
Is under attack.
Oh. Ah.
Wade your soul against the scales of fate. Not your
They're all coming. Like, yeah. Once you get here, bud, you disengage. Like, if the Ymir's here, the rest of the fucking world is here. Okay, that was actually just the dumbest thing ever. Now I'm probably gonna die for it. Maybe not. I don't have beads. Bruh.
The enemy has fully repowered their obelisk. Your middle tower is under attack. Enemy team has
What would I carry? Oh, I have a SIG P320 Romeo. It's like a compact version. It's what I have around me most of the time when I'm doing shit.
out of my way.
Enemy missing. Defend right lane. Defend right lane. Enemy missing left. Enemy missing left.
Oh, bro, this is a little like it's kind of on topic, but it's a little off topic. Have you guys heard of teachers having their seats cut open and then somebody putting like little toys in the seat?
This will tip the scales of balance.
One of the other guys just got.
Yeah.
Why did you?
It's like a thing, and like it happened to my wife the other day. It happened to 3 people in her hallway the other day, and it's happened to at a bunch of other schools around. What the fuck? Around here. I don't. It's not just in Virginia, dude. It's like a fucking TikTok trend, but and it's not kids. Sammy said it was like a perfect like box knife cut. Like there's no way it was a kid. It's like the janitor's doing it, and she had a little army man in her seat.
My people, they need me.
A little, you know, like the little plastic army man. She had one of those in her seat. I don't know. As I said, I don't know why. I don't know what the point is.
Attack the Gulf Fury.
I'm talking about like elementary school type shit, bro. Like this isn't elementary school, so that there's no way it's the kids.
Attack the Gulf Fury. Attack the
Okay.
Gulf Fury.
Dude, I one of the first guns I ever shot was a Glock, and fucking one of the first guns I looked at buying was a Glock. I did not like that shit.
Attack the Gold Fury.
Oh, you blink? Yeah, your ankle's shattered. Yeah, I don't like Glocks.
Your middle tower is under
Everyone has their own comfortable like thing that's comfortable for them though. I'm hit 20. A 30 to 50 man fight in Alexandria? What the fuck? Was it like gang fight or something? Dude, my tattoo place is down there. If I fucking drove by that, I'd lose my shit. I'd be like, what the fuck is going on here? What is this?
Will serve me well.
Ooh, an HK? Okay, I see you.
One of the good guys got killed. Oh no, one of my guys got killed.
Okay. I think we just lose. What is Rama's build, bro? This Rama's living in 2000 and fucking, I don't even know, 5?
Your middle tower has been destroyed. I would suggest running.
Kill this guy. She's autoing the wall. You guys saw that, right? She was autoing in the wall. Those weren't fucking ones triggered. That was autoing into a wall. Just flat autos.
Another one? Yeah,
That auto hit me, dude. What the fuck? The life steal, dude. A fucking double life steal Aussie bullshit. Oh fuck this! I'm going anti-heal. It'd be possible to bring. You concealed it in your truck? How would that even be concealed? What the fuck?
Be careful.
What's up, top hat? Hell yeah! Congrats, dude.
Just give up.
guys, an enemy is in place. We got it. We're gonna talk about this one after the game. You can't be dying there.
In my weakened state, I won't lose.
Did you know that the cerebral cortex, the outer part of the brain, actually gets thicker with each level of education? Like your brain literally gets larger by a good amount. So therefore, a great way to combat dementia is just going to school longer. Wait, but wouldn't that be learning anything? Because like my brain is clearly gigantic from learning, but like, can you be educated on anything? Like my video game knowledge in terms of like being good, pretty fucking deep here, dude. I'm learning all the new game comes out. I'm beast in 5 minutes. I just have a big head, yeah, because I learned so much. I'm fucking smart. Don't be mad I'm smart, bitch. You're just jealous. To be fair, I'd be jealous too. Like I get it. I understand. All 5 had small brain. No. It's those outer layers, brother. I mean, I'm sure that study only applied to general education, right? Like, I guarantee you they weren't studying people who had learned outside, like in outside sources and shit. Because that would be really hard to track.
People have no taste SMH low.
What up, Smokey? Thank you for the 40 months. I'll be streaming forever. What the fuck you saying? Left lane, bro. I gotta get the fuck out of here. I have no health. Retreat. Retreat. Not fighting that. You're fucking stupid. It's not worth the risk. Retreat.
Out of my way.
Ba-da-ba. It's kind of weird though. So basically what you're saying is that study confirms that the more information you memorize, the less likely you are to have dementia and the bigger your brain is. Because general, like that kind of education, like college and shit, is literally you memorizing shit.
Thanks. The enemy team has destroyed the Gold Fury.
Do-do-do-do.
Group up.
On my way. On my way.
Save him.
Yo, I'm juking life.
One of the other guys got.
I need help. It's me versus the world back here. What is this, bro?
Steps inside the arc for a 2-pointer.
You won't tarnish my spirit.
School more so practices cognitive ability and problem solving skills.
3 in a row. That makes the killing.
Is this like in terms of specific educations? Because there ain't no way. Like most education does not have anything to do with either of those things. I feel like that's very specific things. And usually like higher end, like high end education, right? Like your shit where you're going to school for a lot of years.
Attack! You won't tarnish my spirit.
Make it more of a challenge. destroyed a middle enemy phoenix.
Retreat!
Oh, this Rama is on some drugs, definitely. They're either high or drunk. There's no fucking way. What's today? Tuesday? Is today Tuesday?
Your left tower is under attack.
That would be sad.
Oh my god, got killed!
The problem solving they come into, but like, is it really though? Like going past undergrad for business is gonna be very similar stuff. Sammy has her master's in teaching, and while yes, it's problem solving, it's there's specific ways to do it, and then when you're actually teaching, you have to use those specific ways when you do it. So like, you're still just memorizing.
This thing told me to come celebrate my 72 months or something.
Hi, Argus. Only 72, dude. Thank you, Argus. Only 72 months. Why aren't you at 82? I see where it makes like sense at like, you know, when you start getting into the high end shit and like PhDs and, you know.
Has destroyed a left enemy.
Oh, don't die, team. Don't die on me, please.
Middle lane.
A useful thing to have on hand.
Your middle
Oh, that's my second red pot. Whoops.
attack.
Oh, I just got an easy kill there. That's super. Another point to the good guys. An enemy has been slain.
On guard!
Don't get like
You won't tarnish my spirit!
Oh, so it's like continuous learning through, like, does that go, is it basically like as you get older, you should keep studying, basically? Is that the idea?
My feelings don't get hurt.
Never stop?
Another one?
Dude,
Yeah, another one.
can't believe we won this. Ricotta cheese on pizza? That's filth. That's filth. You better replace that shit with some fucking mushrooms. Because that's disgusting. God damn, this motherfucker did 22k damage with that shit ass build.